Hello, everyone. It's Miss Cammie again. I hope you're enjoying safety camp so far. We have another fun lesson for us to do today and a really fun craft that we'll do after we talk about some things. So I hope you stay tuned and we'll do some fun things. Today we are going to be talking about ways that we keep our body safe. This is a very important safety lesson. Some of you may have heard it before, and that's okay, because it's something that we need to be talking about a lot. My first question is, raise your hand if you have a body. Everybody has a body. We all have a body. Raise your hand if you love your body. Everybody should love our bodies. Our bodies help us do all kinds of things, and there are some very important ways we need to learn to help keep that body safe. For today's lesson, I had to bring some friends with me. Do you guys want to meet my friends? Some of you may have seen them before. These are my friends, and their names are Molly and Max. And Molly and Max go with me everywhere I go because they help me teach important safety lessons to kids. Have some of you seen Molly and Max before? Maybe Molly and Max have come to your school. What kind of clothes do Molly and Max have on? What are they wearing right now? That's right, Molly and Max are wearing a swimming suit and swimming trunks, or a bathing suit, we might call it. Molly and Max wear their bathing suits everywhere they go because they help me teach an important safety lesson to kids. Are you ready for our first rule? This is our first safety rule. The places on your body that are covered up by a bathing suit, these places that Molly and Max are showing us, those are the places on your body that are private to you. Okay? The places on your body that are covered up by your bathing suit, these places that Molly and Max are showing us, those are the places on your body that are private to you. Okay? Let's talk for a minute about the word private. Private means it belongs only to you. Private means it belongs only to you, only to yourself, and it's not for anybody else to look there or touch there, okay? Can you say that word with me again? Private. And private means it belongs only to you and not for anyone else to look there or touch there, okay? We are going to talk about two rules or two times that tells us it would be okay if a good grown-up might have to look or touch in one of the private places on our body, because that might have to happen, and we're going to talk about the two times that tell us it's okay. The first time is, where do you go if you're sick or hurt? To the doctor's office or the hospital? Do you think it would be okay if a good grown-up, like a nurse or a doctor, they had to look or touch one of the private places on your body if they were helping you be healthy or feel better? Is that going to be okay? Yes, that's going to be okay. So that's the first rule, or the first time that tells us it's okay if it's a doctor or a nurse and they have to look or touch the private place on our body because they're helping us be healthy or helping us feel better, then that's going to be okay. All right? There's another time in our life that would be okay if a good grown-up might have to look or touch the private places on our body. Now, you guys are probably 5 years old or 6 or 7 or 8, so you're probably doing lots of things all by yourself, like getting dressed in the morning, going to the bathroom by yourself, taking a bath or a shower by yourself. Is that right? That's great. But what if you're having a day that you need help with those kinds of things? And what about babies and little kids? They need help with all of those things, like getting dressed and taking a bath. So the rule is, if it's a good grown-up, like mom or dad or a babysitter or grandma or grandpa, and they're helping us do things like get dressed, keep our body clean, then that's going to be okay. All right? So a grown-up who's helping us get dressed or clean our body, that's going to be okay. All right? So those 2 times or those 2 rules that tell us it's okay, if a good grown-up is helping us get dressed or keep our body clean, or if we're sick or hurt and a nurse or a doctor is helping us get healthy or feel better, that's going to be okay too. All right? But all the other times, it is not okay for someone to look or touch those private places on our bodies, because private means it belongs only to you, and it's not for anyone else to look there or touch there, okay? Let's talk about a time when somebody breaks the safety rule and they do look or touch or try to look or touch in one of those private places on our body. What are we going to do about that if that happens to us? What do you guys think that we should do? The most important thing we can do is to tell a grown-up about it so that a grown-up will help us be safe. Okay? If somebody does break the safety rule and they do look or touch or try to look or touch in one of the private places on our bodies, the most important thing we can do is to tell a grown-up what has happened so that a grown-up can help you be safe. Okay? Let's think of some good grown-ups we have in our life that we could tell something like this to. I like to make a list. Can you guys think of some ideas of some good grown-ups that you might have that you could tell something like this to? Put your hand out and give me 5 fingers. Let me see your 5 fingers. Some grown-ups that we could tell would be mom, dad, grandma, grandpa, or a teacher, or anybody who works at your school with your teachers, okay? Let's do that again. This is going to be our top 5 safe grown-up list. Let me see your 5 fingers. Our top 5 safe grown-ups are mom, dad, grandma, grandpa, teacher. Very good. Now we have a list that we can think of real quick if ever we have something very important about our bodies that we need to tell to a grown-up, okay? Those are the grown-ups that we see a lot, we feel safe with them, and we know how to find them if we need to talk, okay? Very good. Let's talk about this. Let's say you do tell a grown-up what has happened to you, but now you're afraid you're going to get in trouble for it. Let's talk about that. If somebody broke the safety rule and they did look or touch in one of those private places on your body, and you tell a grown-up about it, are you going to get into trouble for that? No, you're not going to get in trouble because you did not do anything wrong, and it's not your fault if that happened to you. You didn't do anything wrong. The other person is the one that broke the safety rule, not you. So should you feel scared to tell a grown-up? No, you should not feel scared because you're not going to get in trouble, okay? Should you feel scared about getting in trouble because you think you did something wrong? No, that's not true. You did not do anything wrong, and it's not your fault that that happened to you. So you need to think of one of your top 5 safe grown-ups, and you need to tell them what has happened, and you're not going to get in trouble, okay? Let's talk about this. What if the first grown-up that you choose to tell, either they don't believe you or they don't help you? What are we going to do then? Okay, the safety rule for that is we think of another grown-up on our top 5 safe grown-up list, and we keep telling until somebody believes us or somebody helps us. Okay, very good. Wow, we learned a lot of safety rules about our bodies just now. Will you guys help me practice the safety rules with my friends, Molly and Max? I'm going to let Molly and Max help us out, okay? Let's practice our safety rules with Max first. Isn't Max cute? I think he's so cute, and I want to give him a big hug like this. Is a hug an okay way for me to touch Max's body? Yeah, hugs are okay. Can someone give you guys a hug? Yeah, that would be fine. A hug is an okay way to touch Max's body. Let's say I wanted to give Max a pat on the back like this and say, "Good job today, buddy. You had a great day. I'm proud of you." And I give him a pat on the back. Is that an okay way for me to touch Max's body? Yep, a pat on the back is okay. Is it okay if someone gives you guys a pat on the back? Yep, that would be okay. Let's say Max was riding his bike and he fell down and he hurt himself and he had to go to the doctor. Would it be okay if a nurse or a doctor had to look over Max's whole body, make sure he was okay, maybe give him some Band-Aids? Is that going to be an okay way for someone to touch Max? Yes, that would be okay. Remember that rule that says if it's a nurse or a doctor and they're helping us be healthier, feel better, then that's going to be okay. So those are all ways that it would be okay for someone to touch Max's body. But friends, what would ever happen if somebody tried to touch Max's body right here? Can they do that? No, they cannot touch him right here. And why not? Because this place on Max's body is, what's that word? Private. And private means it belongs only to yourself. So private belongs only to Max, and nobody should touch him there. Okay? Friends, what would ever happen if somebody tried to touch Max right here? Can they do that? No, they cannot touch Max there because that place on Max's body is, what's that word? Private. And private means it belongs only to yourself, so only to Max and not for anybody else. Very good. Thank you for helping Max practice the safety rules. Let's let Molly practice the safety rules with us now. Isn't Molly so cute? She's so pretty. I'm going to give Molly a quick kiss on the cheek like this. Mwah. Is that an okay way for me to touch Molly's body if she wants me to? A quick kiss on the cheek is probably going to be okay. All right? Let's say I had to help Molly out this morning. First, I helped her take a bath and get her body clean. Then I helped her get dressed. I helped her get into this swimming suit so she could come here with me today. Are these all okay ways for me to touch Molly's body? Yes, remember that rule that said a grown-up that's helping us get dressed or be clean. So those are all ways that it would be okay for someone to touch Molly's body. But friends, what would ever happen if somebody tried to touch Molly right here? Can they do that? No, they cannot touch Molly here because this place on Molly's body is, what's that word? Private. And private means it belongs only to yourself, so only to Molly, and nobody should look there or touch there, okay? Friends, what if somebody tried to touch Molly right here? Can they do that? No, they can't, because this place on Molly's body is private, and we know this because this is where her bathing suit covers her up. So that tells us that's a private place, and private means it belongs only to yourself, so only to Molly. Friends, now that someone has tried to touch Molly in one of the private places on her body, what's the most important thing that Molly should do about this? What should Molly do? She needs to tell a grown-up what has happened so that a grown-up can help her be safe. What kind of grown-up could Molly go to and tell? Remember our top 5, put your hands out and give me 5 fingers. Our top 5 safe grown-ups: Mom, Dad, Grandma, Grandpa, Teacher. Okay, so Molly could find one of them and she could tell them what has happened. One more question for Molly. Molly knows that she should tell a grown-up what has happened, but she feels scared to tell a grown-up what has happened because she thinks she's gonna get in trouble for that. Is that true? No. What could we tell Molly about that? If Molly was your friend, what would you say to her? Could you say things like, Molly, it's not your fault, and Molly, you're not going to get in trouble, and you need to tell a grown-up you didn't do anything wrong. That's right. Thank you for helping Molly with the safety rules. She feels so much better. You guys, we learned a lot of safety rules just now. Did you have fun learning those safety rules? And did you have fun seeing Molly and Max? All right, thank you for sticking around for this safety rule video. And now I'm going to show you a fun craft. If you look inside your camp bag, you are going to find a packet that looks like this. It has some teddy bears in it, and it has a glue stick in it, and it has pieces like this that look like swimming suits, okay? So this is what we're going to do. Take your glue stick out of your bag, and you find the bathing suit that goes with the girl bear, and you glue the bathing suit on Molly's body like I did here. And then you find the swimming trunks that go on the boy body, and you get your glue stick and you glue the swimming trunks in the right place on the boy bear, okay? Now, once you're done and you have them glued together and they've got their bathing suits on, you can also color Molly and Max if you want to. You could draw faces on Molly and Max. Should you draw happy faces on Molly and Max? Probably, because they feel very happy now that they learned the safety rules and now they have their bathing suits on so they know about the private places on their bodies, okay? So after you're done decorating your Molly and Max cutouts, you can put them anywhere you want. You can hang them on the fridge in your house, or you can hang them on in your room so that every time you see Molly and Max in their bathing suits, you know that it reminds you of the safety rules we learned about the private places on your body, okay? Wow, you guys are such good learners. I hope you learned a lot about staying safe, and guess what? I hope next year that one of us from KC-CASA will come to your school and we'll talk about these safety rules again and maybe even learn some new safety rules. Do you think we should bring Molly and Max with us when we come? I think we probably will. I want you to say goodbye to Molly and Max, and I want you to get busy coloring and gluing your Molly and Max cutouts, and we will see you tomorrow for more safety camp. Bye, friends.